So there's this game I've been wanting to try out called Morimens. Morimens? Morimens. Yeah. Ah crap, this is all wrong. Anyway, I've been wanting to try this game called Morimens because I saw it on Steam slash Epic Games. It was for free and it has roguelike stuff, so your boy's already addicted. Didn't even play it yet, and then I looked up stuff about the game and I found this video. It seems really fun to watch. I mean, very informative, I think. So yeah, I'm gonna be reacting to it. That should be fun.
Huge part of the internet for several years now. We've all encountered countless formulas and stories that would leave lasting impressions on us, as well as equally, if not more,
Mhm.
repetitive copy paste slop that would give you a headache or two. Now, several of those gotcha games have made specific game modes for the sake of player retention and replayability, and the formula those gotcha games are inspired from.
I never really got into Genshin. I tried to play once on my phone, but that thing it literally gave me a headache. I think it was mostly because of my phone being shit, but still, it just seemed like such a busybody thing to play. Nothing against it. It's just that, I've played games like that before. A lot of them actually, especially when I was a kid. I used to play a lot of Similar Wars. Man, I still do actually. No, I don't. I mean, I come back every like 5 years to see what's new. Then I like get as many like scrolls as I can, play it all, and just whether I get something good or not, I just stop playing a week afterwards. Then remember why I stopped playing. Because games like that, they're like so high octane at the start. Everything's so interesting, so fun. But as soon as you hit like the mid to late game, it kind of falls apart because of that goddamn equipment bullshit. Because it all just becomes about min maxing and it becomes so fucking annoying. Like, it's not just, oh, I got a new character. I can't just enjoy it anymore. I need to level it up. I need to, fuck, I need to get it to a bazillion stars. I need to level it up again after getting it to bazillion stars. I need to upgrade the abilities. I need to optimal stats. Otherwise, it's fucking dog shit. And that kind of happens with everyone. Like, there, the two games that I loved the most like this were some are, I guess, because I still kind of like them, but fuck no if I'm ever returning to them seriously, is this light and Summoner Wars, as I previously mentioned. Like, if they removed the whole equipment stuff, those games would be a paradise. I mean, not really, because, I get that it's part of the game and it's necessary because, blah blah blah, oh, I have more speed than you, so I win, but that's still, so fucking annoying. It's so fucking ass, bro. Like, seriously? And you might think that I'm wrong, and I probably am. But, honestly, I remember I used to love these games. I would just, leave them grinding like crazy until I realized I just spent, 3 fucking days trying to get one out of, seven fucking pieces of equipment, runes, fucking whatever bullshit they call it, and it wasn't even good. Or it was perfect. It was everything I ever wanted. And then I upgraded and shit the bed, and it all went to the least necessary thing it could have gone. And when that happened, I realized I'm not fucking playing this bullshit anymore. Yeah. Wow, so good at reacting. Alright, stop the video for fucking 15 minutes just to rant. But yeah, that's my gripe with these games. If this game is like that as well, I'm still gonna play it, but I'm gonna play it for 1 or 2 days, and then when I hit the whole, hey, get a bazillion one of this thing and min max everything, or you're not gonna have fun with the game ever again, I'm fucking quitting. And watching a game and watching someone that put a bazillion bucks into it, show me how fun the game could be if I just had infinite resources.
Came from the roguelike genre, with
Oh,
some
hey,
taking the
enter the
formulas
dungeon.
of the more
Have a live stream or
popular
down on my
ones.
channel, by the way. Oh, wait, I have Hades too. I have Hades. I don't have the second one. But I do have this one. Maybe I should play it for the channel. I'm already pretty much finished the story. I just need to grind out to max out some affinities to get the post end game ending and kill the final boss for the first time, unlike the second, third, whatever form he has. Like, I saw a video of it and I was like, that's easy. But then I forgot. I hadn't played the game in 10 months. And I thought that only his last form was gonna be like the new thing. No, that dude was just beating my ass from the start. I got him to like half of his second phase and then I just got blasted. But it was a great like dose of like, how do you say? It's not reality check. It's like a bitch slap to like get your ass the fuck down. You ain't that good anymore or ever. Oh man, roguelikes are just so much fun. So much replayability. Really a bang for your buck. I wonder if. No, that's dumb. Wonder if I'll ever feel the same way I did, like, when I started playing games. Everything was so new. Couldn't even fathom, like, a simple mechanic. I got, like, a old account of mine on Summoner Wars once, and I remember, man, I used to play this game so much, but I never got anywhere with it. I wonder why. I opened up my runes. Everything was, like, beginner stuff, not filled, random bullshit, and I was like, how the fuck did I even get anything done in here? But like, yeah, I should. There are like a couple of games I want to play as well, but I'm waiting for them to like go on sale or be free, ideally free. I wanted to get some friend slop as well, like Peak, Repo, but I don't really have anyone to play. Hey, maybe once my channel grows and I actually get like 10 subscribers or something, I can like organize stuff with them. That could be fun. Like make a video and blah blah blah. I looked up a bunch of like video editors, both like AI ones and physical ones, and I guess I'm gonna like do a middle of the road thing with it because I want to put like zooms and stuff like that. That like zooms into my character while I'm blah 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 blind right now, and then zooms out into the video and like automat and like that I'll do by myself because Jesus Christ, I can do that much, right? But like subtitles and stuff like that, I'm gonna leave it for the AI. Worst case scenario, I edit it myself, I guess. Anyway.
Now, I don't really blame them. The roguelike genre has always been an interesting concept that has garnered a
Mhm.
lot of attention over the
Oh, I
years
still
ever
have
since the
Vampire
first version
Survivors.
of this genre was put
Vampire
onto the
Survivors? Yeah,
market,
Vampire Survivors.
Rogue. And yes, this was their humble
What
beginnings.
the shit?
Fast forward to the present day, and everyone would have known about the term roguelike. A lot of people really loved it, and I was also one of those avid fans.
I wanted to use the soundtrack for this game because it's so pretty. I used to like just like jam to it. Never played it, always wanted to, but like I used to just like jam to it, put it on YouTube, forget about it, study, work, whatever the fuck. Maybe if it ever gets on sale, I'll get one. Or if I start making money from YouTube. Whichever happens first, right?
Of the roguelike and roguelike genre, having played games like Vampire Survivors, Hades, Enter the Gungeon, and Risk of Rain 2. But
The only one
despite
I haven't
those
played is
huge
Risk
array
of
of
Rain
games
2.
under my belt, the ones I found
I heard
most
it like went to
appealing were
shit because they
games that
sold it
had
or
card
something.
battle
And like
systems,
they just
games such
destroyed
as
it.
The Library of Ruina, Inscription, and Slay the Spire.
Hey, I have
This
that one
is
too.
mostly because of the influence that
I always
JRPGs
thought
had
about
on
playing
me
like
when I
the
was growing up. Although
this
back then in my
Library
earlier
of
years, I
Ruina, but
had the
like
most
people just
horrendous take
say
of
so
turn-based
much.
games being terrible
Everybody
than
talks
real.
about it being like an absolute nightmare, and like yeah, I'm not my type of game currently. Not unemployed, so can't exactly just sink a bazillion hours into like one of these games where I just grind, grind, grind.
Time action ones. I immediately retracted
I
that
just hope this
statement after
morimens
thinking
game isn't
about it
like that.
really, really hard. Now, color me surprised when a company contacted me to make an introduction video on their game. A game that made me speechless.
Wait, he got
Literally. The
sponsored?
game's
That's so
difficulty
cool.
made me scream a lot and it made me hoarse for days. It ticked every
Oh
single
boy.
box for me. Dark story, insane difficulty, amazing character designs, and a very intricate roguelike card battle system. So join me as we take our first steps into
Anime
Mythos
stuff.
and uncover the mysteries that lie within this fascinating world. Oh, I forgot to mention, horrors beyond our mortal comprehension are a thing.
I'm really liking this art style so far. If the whole game looks like this, oh man, I'm already getting excited. This looks so pretty. Maybe I should have looked up a trailer first instead of all this, I guess. Wait, why is the quality so crap? It isn't. Okay, I'm just a douchebag. Okay, visually, it already has me. I really like this kind of like fucked up surreal stuff. And I really like horror and like gritty stuff. Not too much of a fan of true crime because like I don't know, just I feel like true crime just kind of like does the same shit those garbage movies and series do with serial killers, where they just like glorify them most of the time. Sometimes I guess it depends where you're looking, because most of the time it's almost like comical how fucking retarded it is. You know, like, oh hey, every neighbor heard for a fucking week people screaming, "Help me for the love of God! There's a fucking axe murderer here killing me and other people." And then they call the police, and the police just goes to the guy's house, and it's like, "Hey, are you killing people here?" And he's like, "No, not really." They're like, "Oh, okay then, bye." And then like rinse and repeat for like 5 months and 50 people until they're like, "Wait a minute, you're killing people, aren't you? You're under arrest." Like, what the fuck? I mean, it depends on the like where you look for your true crime, I guess. Some things in documentaries are really good, and they're like genuinely terrifying when they're like recreating stuff, but they don't like glorify it. Am I being too preachy? Pretty sure, but like yeah. And people start just glazing the killer like, oh, he was so smart. He covered his tracks. Like, ugh, come on, dude. I do always get like some crazy fucking nickname as well. Fucking Zodiac Killer. What was that for again, anyway? Hmm. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. This probably has like nothing to do with that. I'm just rambling. I really like talking to myself. Maybe I will be a good fit for a streamer after all.
Morimens is a game that has been outside my radar despite being a game that I would genuinely love. And I wouldn't have known about it if not for people commenting about it in my videos. Now, to give you a basic understanding of what this game is about, is that it is a roguelike deck building gacha game where characters
Oh yes. Oh yes. That's everything I needed to hear. Cards, roguelike, the two of them together. I'm about a ball. Oh boy, this is gonna be
are your
fun.
cards and cards are your weapons. The game has a lot
Hmm.
of combinations and ways to play that you would be hard pressed as to which playstyle would suit you. Whether you want to build a counter focused build or an enmity build, it will only be dependent on you and
Okay,
the
this
things
means
that you
nothing to me.
have. And although there may be best builds and meta teams, those generally come later after figuring out the game. Experimenting with the builds and figuring stuff on your own is generally the more fun and preferred experience. So, I won't be talking about builds and spreadsheets as I myself have not read any of those and went in blind. Those are far too complicated for my small canine sized brain, honestly. But before we get into the meat of the gameplay, let's talk about the story first. Let us introduce ourselves to class in Mythag.
Wait, is it a bad idea for me to watch this? I don't want to get spoiled. But he did say it's just an introduction, so. Hmm. Whatever. But let's just speed up the video. Man, I really am just like a. Man, my focus is just completely fucked up. I cannot watch videos normally anymore. It needs to be like 2 times speed. Man, that is so bad for me. uh, what the fuck? And it's not even like I have TDH or whatever. It's just like everything feels so slow, and I'm always in a hurry. Maybe that's why. I literally give the reason. I'm like, oh, maybe that's it. Yeah, whatever. By the way, if you can hear me like crunching like a fat fuck, I'm not. I'm eating granola.
University.
I wonder if it's all gonna be voice acted.
So,
Probably not,
it
right?
is the essence of life. It is also the main property that allows people to tap into unknown powers. But more importantly, it is a substance that forms when life is eroded by the dissolution. The dissolution is a phenomenon that humanity has been fighting against for longer than the existence of humanity itself. As dissolution progresses, the existence of those affected by it will be erased. Their existence is forgotten. Their life forfeit. Their records, their photos, their memories gone and never remembered. The dissolution is an eerie thing as it infects everything: animals, plants, humans, and even inorganic materials such as minerals and metals. It is mostly seen as a black ooze substance that corrupts people and turns them into abhorrent beings who are taken by its madness. The phenomenon is not perceived by the naked eye. It cannot be seen through normal methods, and only a few individuals are capable of discerning the happenings surrounding it. This is where the investigators of Mythag University come in with silver keys in tow. Mythag has always been at the forefront of fighting.
Okay, so I guess it's just given like the overall, the basics of the basics, the kind of stuff you'd see like in the back of a card or CD. Do people even buy those anymore? Do they even exist? I don't remember the last time I saw a laptop that had an actual like CD port onto it. I remember when I was a kid, like I only had this busted up computer that's my grandfather's, and only had like this USB thing that he used for internet, and it was so fucking garbage. But we had it, and like it's better than not having it. Like I used to love, and I think I still do. I need to like start watching it again whenever the fuck I have time, which is rare these days. Like watching Adventure Time. You know how I do it? I would try to watch normally, and then it would be like 4 minutes for of loading for like 15 seconds. I said fuck that, you know, because the way for you to become tech savvy, at least back in the day, was literally just like click on shit and hope your computer don't brick. So I would just like I found a site where I could download it. I think it was like Super or something. Mega, yeah, Mega, that's it. Like a Mega site. Literally the name of it was Mega. It wasn't like a super site or whatever. And like I would download it. But then you remember, wait, didn't you say it took 4 minutes to get like 15 seconds? Yes. So you ask me, well, how the fuck do you download a whole video and that's quicker? And that's really simple. It would take wait, no, I completely fucked up my sentence, but it doesn't matter. So like how long did it take to download the video? It would take on a good day where the USB thing didn't just randomly shit itself and stopped working for like a couple of minutes and fucked up everything. It would take around 5 hours of download. So what would I do? I would grab the computer, grab the internet USB, and then just like talk him into leaving it to my room like once a week, which was when the episode got out. I would then download the episode. But how would I do that? That was simple. I would lock my room, I would leave the computer on, and just leave it like downloading through the night. So when I woke up, it would be ready. That also went for how like I used to like get songs. I would just like wait painstakingly like for half an hour or more for like a 2 minute song to load completely on YouTube. And then when it finished by itself, I would restart it. It would be fully loaded. And then I would put my cell phone recording near the sound exit of the computer, and I would just record it. And then I would just show it to my friends, like, yo, check this out. You're like, whoa, dude, how'd you get the song? And I'm like, you know, your boy's got his ways. And then I told them how to do it, but like, I was the only one in my friend group who had a PC for like the first like 10 years of my life or something. Wait, no. 3? Wait, what the fuck am I saying? Well, start of my life. Yeah, so it was all back in like around No, was it around middle? No, before middle school. When I just got out of kindergarten. Yeah, middle school. At the start of middle school. So like of my friend group, I was the only one who had like a PC, which changed in like a year and a half or something. Cause like then I met another friend of mine who had been held up a year. I still miss him, man. He was such. We were like literally like brothers. People would think we were actually brothers with how close we were all the time. He had a PC, and he damned my eternal immortal soul by introducing me to League of Legends, which thankfully nowadays I don't play anymore. But like, yeah, for a good time, I was the only one who had a PC. Was it terrible? Yes. Was the internet shit? Yes, but I had it, so you know. Ah, yeah, right. I'm watching a video. Man, I'm a moron. Great reacting, I guess. Then again, most people watch reactions not because they actually wanna like, well, see the reaction, but most of the time because they just wanna like listen to someone else. Which I guess I'm doing a good job on that part because I don't shut the fuck up. Okay, so black ooze corrodes people and makes them be forgotten. Sounds interesting. Let's see.
Against the dissolution by harvesting the power of silver and making it their own. They stand in the way of the complete annihilation of this world. Although despite their best efforts, only little has been known about the dissolution and the things that accompany it. That's why investigators strive to continue the fight against this phenomenon, hoping to unlock more of its secrets in order to end this never-ending nightmare. You are a keeper, a special investigator who has access to the secrets of Mythag University. Keepers hold higher authorities than investigators and are known to have unique abilities and powers that no ordinary investigator has. Awakeners are people, or more specifically, beings who have been transformed through silver, whether on purpose or an accident. Awakeners possess complete personalities and retain memories from their previous life, but due to their volatile and unique abilities, they have been classified as humanoid weapons and are highly classified in various countries. Keepers are usually assigned an awakener with them through a spirit link using their silver key. As without a spirit link, these awakeners will easily succumb to madness and take on monstrous forms that are genuinely terrifying. Holy shit, dude, what the fuck am I looking at? Most of the time, only one awakener is assigned to a keeper, as linking more than one will cause extreme mental strain on the person. But you see, you are special. Enter you, the first ever keeper who was able to unleash the unknown potential of the silver key, the first ever person who remembers those who have been erased by the dissolution, and the first ever keeper who can link with multiple awakeners. This is your story, and this is your legacy. You have overturned the understanding of the known world. Everyone knows you are destined to stare chaos. The question is, where will this storm take you? May the silver key guide your way. Holy H.P. Lovecraft, there is a lot to unpack here. Morimens' story is just gritty and unsettling. It kinda reminds me of Reverse 99's Atmosphere, Sin Isle's Uncanniness, or Outer Wilds' Echo of the Eye vibes. It is uncanny in a lot of its areas, and the feeling it invokes when you go through its story, navigating through the menus, or just listening to the music and sound effects is fully encapsulated. I tend to have a disdain for Lovecraftian-inspired works because they don't really fully express the intricacies of cosmic horror. The only exception being Miyazaki's works, because FromSoft definitely knows what they're doing and still awakes the deep because Jesus Christ, Moklere. But this game does it really, really well. Well, much is known about the happenings of the story by answering the questions of when and where, the questions of how.
Excuse me. Too much granola down my throat. Fuck. That's the real horror. I don't remember the last time I saw like a good cosmic horror flick. There was the movie with Nicolas Cage that was, I mean, I guess it was okay. More funny than anything. Then again, it's Nicolas Cage. Dude's just a, international treasure, you know? Like those treasure movies he used to make. Hmm. It's getting really interesting.
How and why are clouded in mystery, although sooner or later you will find the respective answers. But here's the thing, what is a question that has been never properly asked in this story? But it's not that they can't ask what, but it's more so that they don't want to ask it yet. Pieces are missing and some things are beyond the realm of human comprehension. What is not a question you ask for the incomprehensible? Because asking that question is futile. There is no answer, only void. Sorry, I think that might have melted your brain a little bit, but essentially what I need to say is that not knowing the answer to everything is a major part of cosmic horror, and this game does that really well. I mean, for starters, the game has a myriad of references from different types of media using various realms. Chaos being a reference to Melpomene, Acre with Lovecraftian, Pharaoh with Gothic, and Ultra with existential. We all know how they work and how they present themselves, but we don't know what their significance is in this world, other than the fact that they are wells that Awakeners can draw power from. But what are they? Well, we may never know. Speaking of Awakeners, the otherworldly designs that they've given to their characters is very much appreciated. One moment I'm looking at a pretty lady, and the next I'm looking down at Rook. Yeah, wait, what was I talking about? Oh, right, otherworldly designs. Every character design and art looks really well made, and I am down for this. The voice acting is pretty on par as well. Their selection of Japanese voice actors is very, very nice. I mean, they got the Hidekoyasu to voice Dorsane.
ああ、この心を震わせる芳醇なアロマ。早くあなたを我がサンクチュアリへお迎えしたくてた。
That fucking. What's the name of that guy? I've watched very few, like, anime in my life. I used to watch them a lot back when I was in school. This is from a gay dude, from what I remember. Some gay guy. Oh yeah, Jojo, the fucking blonde guy, vampire guy. Yeah, that's it. I think. Sounds like him though.
ありません。
I am set for life. All of this in combination just makes a really, really solid game, and it is such a shame that this has been under my radar for the longest time, and I wish to play more of this game. It is really, really good. But I am not done yet. Get your pens and notepads because the gameplay is gonna be on the goddamn test. For starters, if you are someone who has played Slay the Spire, Inscription, or Darkest Dungeon, then you all automatically pass. But sit down, you're going to want to listen to what I have to say. Now, this game does have deck building, but it is through the form of character skills and abilities. Each character has 5 cards in total, as well as an ultimate skill called an Exalt. The cards that each character possesses are the typical strike and defense that every character has, as well as 2 unique cards that determine their playstyle. The last card is a Rouse card that I will be mentioning later, as it is a card that cannot be played normally. Now, you can only choose 4 characters at a time, and all of the cards will be stacked to your deck. Although, the game will notify you if there are conflicting realms when picking your units. I'll expand on that later as well. Besides the 4 primary units that they give you at the start, and some given through completing a part of the story, characters will only be available through the gacha. The gacha is also the only place where you can get Wheels of Destiny. They are your equipment that you can slot in to better suit your corresponding units. The only way to upgrade these Wheels of Destiny is by obtaining dupes of them. Now, I know what you're thinking, and no, the game isn't that greedy. Gacha pull currencies are easily obtainable through a variety of game modes that you would need to clear, with some resetting each month, which you can.
Oh, thank goodness, because this is usually like a nightmare. Because there's nothing worse than playing a game and then just getting stunted from your progress because of some bullshit energy or like gacha pull stuff. That is just so annoying. And I get it, you know, it's baked into the whole being of the game, because if you just had infinite energy or whatever, you can just literally like bulldozer through everything or make it the equivalent of like a bit of like a Bitcoin farm with it, which I would definitely do, but that's besides the point. It's just very frustrating. And I guess you could argue that like, oh, but that helps people not become addicted, but then you can just pay to fucking circumvent that, so people are gonna become addicted anyway, but they're gonna use money as well. The horrors of a capitalist world. Only worse than it would be a communist world. Holy shit, can you imagine? I genuinely cannot like imagine like a communist living. I mean, I guess I can, especially because like I've seen like I've heard of similar things from like my grandparents and stuff. Basically, like you go to the general store, you get this amount of food, this amount of stuff for this amount of time, then you come back and you get more. That kind of stuff. I mean, then again, they did live in like a small town when that was going on, so you know. Well, regardless,
Then claim for 71.9 limited pulls and 99 standard pulls every month. So you're pretty much set when you start the game. Wheels of Destiny duplicates as well as character duplicates are pretty much easy to get so long as you know what you're doing. And my god, you need a lot of them. But yeah, enough about the gacha, as the gameplay is what is more important here. Now, let's start a battle, shall we? During combat, you will randomly pull a set amount of cards to your hand. These cards have cost as indicated on their top left, and you will only be able to play these cards if you have enough arithmetica. Using a card will consume arithmetica, and ending the turn will cause arithmetica to reset to its maximum value of 5. Of course, there are ways to gain more arithmetica, like for instance, using your posse.
is this too fast? I don't really know. Then again, like think anyone's gonna watch. If somebody yet watches, just keep up, you know? Hmm. Yeah,
Is the Silver
fuck
Key's
it.
unique ability, and what posse you equip is dependent on what effects you get. Posse can only be used once. Key Flare is at max value, and one of the ways to get Key Flare is by Arithmetica. It is a self-sustaining system, and it is incredible at that. Now, you see, those aren't the only ways to gain Arithmetica and Key Flare. Let me introduce you to the roguelike system of the game. Several game modes and most of the main story follow the dungeon map system most turn-based roguelikes use. Here, you can pick your battles, encounter unknown events, and buy power-ups from shops. Every battle you win or through some encounter choices gives you black sigils. These sigils are temporary currency that can be used in shops while you explore the dungeon. They can be used to purchase relics, orisons, and rouse cards. Relics are essentially items that can either help you or hinder you. Just pick wisely. Meanwhile, orisons are effects that can be applied to your unit's cards. These effects are dependent on which orisons they are. This orison can give one Arithmetica when played, while this one uses the card's effects twice in one draw. Picking which orison would be beneficial for you can be very tricky, as some orisons can help with a specific unit's card, while some are just straight up pointless to have. So knowing which orison goes where is important, or you could just cut your losses, as some orisons pick random cards to attach themselves onto. And now, through the purchase of shops or picking an option in a junction, you are able to take a unit's rouse card. Rouse cards vary from unit to unit, but most of them tend to be a much needed passive in order to boost your unit's abilities. They can only be used once every battle, and their effects will stay until the end of the encounter. They are really important, as they can sometimes be the bread and butter of your unit. Now, sometimes when you explore the dungeon, several encounters will have you make a choice, and those choices will lead you to taking symptoms. Symptoms are essentially double-edged blades, or cards in this instance, that can hinder you or help you. Most of these cards have a negative effect along with a positive one, making them crucial when you're in a pinch. These symptom cards will stay for the rest of the dungeon unless you can find some special event or relics that can somehow get rid of them. Oh, that was a lot. But as you can see, the game is very intricate and can be rough to get used to.
Okay, so whatever the Arithmetica math name number 17 is the mana, basically. This stuff fills from this stuff, and this stuff fills from something. Kinda got lost there. What the fuck am I looking at? That thing's gonna hit for 300? Out of 500? Wait, but he has 140. Okay, this is all meaningless to me. I don't know why the fuck I'm even bothering right now.
But it is really damn fun, because, my good friend, I haven't even talked about the most important part of the gameplay, realms. Realms are essentially faction playstyles that complement their corresponding faction units. These realms are divided into 4 factions: Chaos, Acre, Caro, and Ultra. Yes, these are the same realms that I mentioned earlier. Each realm has a unique playstyle that you would find interesting. Chaos is a simple realm that capitalizes on the usage of your posse and can generally be considered a wild card realm. Acre utilizes the abilities of tentacles. These tentacles are generally shown above your characters and can be clicked on to open a menu that changes the tentacles mode, with the blue surging tides being the standard that can generate 1 tentacle each turn, the white tranquil sea having reduced damage but takes on a more defensive approach, and the red raging waves that increases the tentacle's damage while consuming 1 tentacle per turn. Now, next is Caro. Caro is a realm best described as the enmity realm. If you don't know what enmity is, it is a term used for gameplay that is essentially shooting your own foot and breaking a wall with a kick using said same foot. You essentially just deplete your own HP in order to gain very powerful buffs. Yeah. A Caro team has a bar above them which is called the Embryo Fusion bar. Using certain cards and abilities will fill that bar, and once it reaches 100%, it will automatically place an embryo card on your hand. The embryo card can then be used for no cost in order to charge a unit's ultimate or exalt. But that's not the full potential of the embryo card. The embryo card can instead be used for a much more effective move. If you activate the exalt of a Caro unit, they will consume the embryo card on your hand and gain extra effects on top of existing ones, making them unleash their full potential. Now, on the left side of the Embryo Fusion bar is called a Crimson Furnace. The Crimson Furnace is filled each time a turn ends or when you defeat an enemy. Having an embryo card on hand can also contribute to filling up the furnace. The furnace can be clicked on and used to restore your party's HP. This is essentially your saving grace after you've nearly completely depleted your HP after buffing yourself one too many times. And now, the final one is
Wait, is about to say the last
Ultra.
one.
Jesus Christ, Ultra. I have been mentioning these realms in a specific order based on their difficulty, and yeah, Ultra is the hardest. It is the most complicated playstyle in the entire game. You see, Ultra has an Ultra space above your characters, the 5 star-like boxes above them. Now, each turn, the first command card that you play will be temporarily copied into the Ultra space and triggers powerful effects for Ultra units. When the Ultra space reaches its limit, you will gain 1 extra turn known as the Ultra round, during which all leap effects are triggered. Knowing what cards you play first each turn is really important and can make and break a run. Besides that, clicking the glowing icon on the left will use up the leftmost stored skill and give you an inspiration card. This is mostly used for delaying your Ultra turn or when you're in a desperate situation. And that is all that I will talk about Ultra, as I myself haven't experienced it that much due to the lack of units. If you want to know about how Ultra works and how to maximize its potential, then you gotta play the game, man. It's the best way to learn how to Ultra. Now we've
I usually do gravitate towards the more complicated ones, but that embryo stuff sounds really fun. I really like the whole berserker high risk reward type of gameplay, so that sounds really interesting. Then again, if this is a gotcha, and he just said he doesn't play Ultra because he doesn't have the units, so I guess what I start playing, at least for a good chunk of the start, will probably be depending on what I pull, right? So no pointing making. I haven't even started. I'm already like, oh, I'm already excited. This is so fun.
talked about the four realms and their playstyles, but wait, there's more. You see, these realms can be combined together, at least two at a time, but generally it is highly recommended to just combine one of the other three realms with chaos, as chaos is the easiest to manage out of all the other realms, as well as being able to fit into any category of teams. But if you want to run whatever the heck you want, then I'm not stopping you. The gameplay is very complicated and detailed, and my friends, this is just the basics. The basics! Like, there's a lot in this game, and I am not covering all of them because I am only here to introduce you to this very beautiful game. If you want a much more detailed guide, you can head down to the Morimens Discord server, which I'll link down below, as well as just searching YouTube guides. Wow. We need to talk about this game. This game is just, man, I fucking love it. I easily got addicted to this game, and it just feels really good to play it. The combination of each team as well as each individual unit is insane. Like, oh, a counter-defensive build sounds good. Let's just do that and have the enemies eat shit. Or let's boost the embryo fusions and go ham with exalts. Besides that, the game has several game modes such as Phantasmal Dive and PvP, which is Straphase. The wealth of content that you can have while playing this game can be hours upon hours of playtime. The main story content as well isn't a pushover. There have been times where my runs would nearly end simply because of one simple mistake or just a miscalculation on my part. And I have only been tackling the normal difficulty of the story and events. This game has even higher difficulties such as hard and madness, and oh fucking boy, they don't pull their punches. Hard is hard, and man, I haven't even unlocked madness yet. The game is really damn difficult that they actually give out revives each day for no cost at all. No currencies, no consuming your pulls. All you need is time and just...
What? That's worrisome. They just give out free revives? That's fucking insane. Are you kidding me? Oh man, I'm gonna get my ass beat, aren't I?
Wait for it to replenish. I love my turn-based games.
And again, maybe I'm into it. I really need to stop saying stuff like that. This is probably why I keep getting recommended those goddamn femboy voice tutorials. That and my voice being squeaky, like seriously, what the fuck? Like to me it sounds normal because something I learned. The reason why your voice sounds different to you is because it reverberates through your head, so sometimes it sounds different. Yeah, repeat myself 50 times, why won't I? And that's why I usually don't use like audio messages, because if I listen to myself, I'm like, what? There's no fucking way that's actually my voice, bro. What the fuck? Which is why streaming has been, how do you say, a horrible awakening to my general existence, I guess.
I really love building OP builds and completing various challenges that those games have to offer, but goddamn, Morimens has me on edge, mates. It is really damn fun, but how does it hold up for players who want to spend more time in this game? How's the progression and how's the daily interactions? These questions are important to ask, as a gacha game lives and dies by its...
Traditional gacha. Temp comp progression characters are trivial to max out, including duplicate. Mechanics, rarely limited by banner access, thematic characters, high degree of power creep. Resource gated progression, characters take significant investment to max out, will likely stay relevant longer. Yeah, that's the kind of bullshit I'm used to, which is really annoying. Genshin style, story exploration, will take hundreds of hours to catch up. I'm not totally opposed to that kind of thing, but I don't know. Time gated progression, really primarily acquired by playtime, possible to catch up to a day one player. AFK journey, AFK arena. These are the kinds of games that I just find an absolute nightmare to play, because usually another problem with these kinds of games is that also like a lot of people just kind of abandon them on like when they're late game, because they kind of reach a point where that I also reach, as I said previously, where it's like, did I just spend like a week to get one piece of gear out of like the 50 that I need for this one character, and I need to do that, repeat that for like 17 others, and like it's not even that good? Yeah, fuck this. It's like those people quit, their vestiges remains. It's like if you're playing like an arena and it's like, oh, I'm a level 1 arena player, I can't wait to play it. And then you're all of your enemies are like level 100, fucking maxed out stuff, and you're just like, oh fuck, and you just get diddled if you trying to play an alternate game mode. Or maybe that's just my trauma talking. I guess AFK Arena style is also kind of how... I wonder under which one of these banners would a card game like Shadowverse, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic fall into. Because in those, at least my strategy is, you pick something that seems relatively fun, you say fuck everything, and you get a deck. Like at least 90, 70 or 80% of a deck that you can play and actually win with. And then from that you try to progress. I tried to play Magic a long, long time ago, the online version, because I saw PewDiePie playing it. I think I played for like a couple of days before I got like not bored, but just stopped caring for it. I don't remember if that was the time where I was playing Shadowverse, like the original one, not the Worlds Beyond one. Huh, man, memories are such a tricky thing. Like, I need to get my head in order. Like, something I used to do when I was a kid, and I should go back to doing, is literally just like writing out a timeline of my life. Like, oh, this year, this happened, and this happened. That year, this happened, and that happened. You know? I used to do that a lot because I really, how do you say? I really put a lot of importance into memories. Is my model doing okay? How long have I been sleeping? Hey, eyes open, dipshit. What the? How long have my eyes been closed? Open up, moron! What is this? Don't you dare. Hello? What the Stop closing your. Why do I have to fight with my own model? What is this? I'm not Chinese! Why are my eyes not registering? I'm literally holding them up with my. Out. Okay. No. Yes. What the I'm getting pissed off. What is this, dude? Open your eyes. Moron! Okay. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. Can I reset this thing? Reset position. No. Now what? Okay. Stop doing that. Okay, now I think it's normal. I give up. I give up. Screw you. What the fuck? Seriously, what's going on with this thing? It wasn't like this, like, ever. I don't think. Why am I so scuffed? Bro, come on. Stop closing your fucking eyes. Enable eye blinking. No. Okay, have fun now, dick nips. Why do it? Ugh, whatever. Okay, that's fixed. Now I just slowlessly gaze into your eyes whenever they meet mine. Okay, now I just look like a jitterbug, but fair enough. Anyway, because one of the reasons why I never cared much about the whole Buddhist reincarnation type of stuff that people talk about is that it's effectively death. Like, it might be ignorant for me to say that, but it effectively is death. Like, it just takes all of your ego, all of your memories, everything that you were, and that's just fucking gone. But hey, your essence or whatever, because you're just like a knot in a net or whatever, lives on, and then you become a new person. And then it's like, if I become a completely new person, what's the difference between that and oblivion? I won't be myself anymore. I won't be me. You know? At least that's how I think. It's not like I don't believe in an afterlife. It's just that if you lose all your memories, everything that you were, all the people that you knew, all of that is just gone, and you're just a blank slate, then like you're as good as dead. You're literally dead. It's the same thing as if there's nothing. At least to me, you know? I don't know if it's because I just care a lot about the people that I live with. or I don't know. I just if I forget everything that makes me me, then what's left? Like my soul? What does that even mean? Like your soul's left, your essence. Okay, but if there's nothing of me in there, like so what? Why am I getting theological anyway? What the fuck? Anyway, wait, isn't this whole thing about like people being forgotten forever because of like black goop? Man, the more I listen about this thing, the more I'm like getting fired up. I'm damn near just stopping this whole video and jumping into the game.
replayability and gameplay loop. Dailies are very simple to do, as there is only one requirement, and that is to use 50 cards. That's it, you're done. Like, yeah, it doesn't ask for much. The other daily stuff that you can do are doing the daily dives in Phantasmal Dive and doing the daily tasks that the curriculum or battle pass assigns you. The weeklies aren't that difficult, as they are mainly just Phantasmal Dive trials that also combine with Trefes. So you can pretty much choose whether you want to go through a weekly dungeon or do a few rounds of PvP. Farming events and materials are also very simple, as you only really need to clear the respective stages. And once you've done that, then you are able to sweep those stages for no additional cost, making the gameplay loop less repetitive and more simple. And then the energy needed to perform these tasks typically recover 1 per 5 minutes for a cap of 300. Doing some simple math, it'll take 25 hours to completely refill your energy, or monofin, as it is called, giving you some leeway just in case you somehow can't log into the game due to some stuff you're dealing with in your life. But you know what the most surprising part is? You don't really need to use Menafin in order to do the main story. You can just do it whenever you want to. I mean, you can do some.
Oh, that is just perfect. So even if I just want to like chill and play the game whenever I want, I can. Oh man, that is. I'm already getting all giddied up. Oh boy. This is gonna be fun.
Of the earlier chapters and then take your time, as there are not that many downsides to not doing it. Because although going through the main story is tied to progression is one of 3 options: completing a story chapter, reaching a specific account level, or completing all Realm Fisher stages in the Lightless Realm game mode. It is really up to you on how you want to progress your account, whether you want to go the casual route, the lazy route, or the coffin ball torture route. It's all in your hands, buddy. The system they have in place just makes it really easy to understand and do. And most importantly, forget meta and tier lists. Play however you want to play.
Is it a brain?
In the more recent years, Gacha games have easily adopted roguelike game modes into their fold simply because of how fun it is to see how your group of disconnected misfits could break the villain's legs and use an overbuffed bonito for a sword. A roguelike system's replayability value is highly appreciated in these games, but these games tend to fail to understand the core fundamentals of a roguelike system. You are expected to fail. Difficulty, resource management, as well as choices and consequences play a vital role in roguelike games. That's why games like Hades, Darkest Dungeon, and Dead Cells tend to have a very high learning curve due to how those games can be cleared in more ways than one. Those games expect you to die and learn from your death as you progress. But the roguelike game
I bought Dead Cells in like a sale like 2 or 3 months ago. I still haven't started it. I think I'm gonna start streaming it. And since now like you can't see it here, but like I was talking about video editing, I kind of open up a couple of them trying to figure out how it works. So yeah, there's that too.
those Gacha games have are just cheap knockoffs that have no substance of the original concept whatsoever. They're a slog to go through because you can easily clear them. It's tiring. The only exception being Arknight's Integrated Strategies game mode, which understands the core concept of a roguelike system. That goddamn game mode made me cry, man. And that's why
I'm always hearing about this whole Arknight thing. Never really gave it a chance or even watched the trailer. Wonder if I should give it a try sometime. Since I'm starting to go down the anime, VTuber, Japanese stuff route, I guess. Rabbit hole. Never really got too deep into it. Just watch whatever my older cousin always like recommended to me. It's like, yo, this show's cool, watch it. I'm like, okay. Oh, this thing's cool, watch it, okay. But then as we lost contact and like stopped talking to each other, cause life, I kind of just stopped watching. I think the last one that I watched like from my own volition was the one with that elf chick that like tells a demon chick to just kill herself. It has a bunch of like German names on it too. Frieren, yeah, Frieren. It's so good, and it's getting a new season too, and it has a collab in Shadowverse. Oh yeah, I didn't even like stream or like whatever. I got a ticket for the Frieren stuff, and not only did I get a ticket, I got the one I wanted, but I don't know what to use it on. Like, I kind of want to use it on the card to get the back screen and the alternative card art, but I also want the leader. I want it all really, but it's between these two. If someone's already watching me, I'll ask them like to vote or whatever. Maybe in the future. Imagine like I like randomly blow up, and then like people come back to this video and then they just start spamming me. That'd be annoying. Kind of funny though. Anyway,
really appreciate what Morimens has done. They know what they're doing and they know what they should do. The difficulty is enough to make a grown man like me scream in frustration, and the helplessness that comes along with a one-hit KO attack knowing full well that I can't do anything that turn and praying to God that death resistance triggers is exhilarating. And that's what makes Morimens exceptional. Their characters and their stories are no slack as well. Their motivations and desperation feel real in a world that is riddled with gods and beings with unknown powers. And this story does not spare anyone, no matter who you are, what you are, or why you are. You are just immediately made a subject of suffering. And oh my god, the music just fits thematically. I was recording gameplay while muting music and it just wasn't right without it. My immersion just crumbles without the music. So many pieces from them and it just elevates my experience with the game. 'It is incredible that I can get this much fun from a gacha game, and again, it is a very damn shame that I was unable to learn about this game until just recently. Morimens is a game that you will genuinely love, as it is one of the best cosmic horror media that I have had the pleasure of consuming. This game just has that grip on me as I dive deep into more about this world and its story. From the art to the UI to the music, it is just perfect. Everything just melds perfectly well, and it is a game that I highly recommend. So, take your silver key and let us attend your funeral. A keeper must embrace death, and we shall no longer fear it. Can you call my name? No voice or sound cry. Looking for my proof, the proof I was alive. Please call my name. Though the world of fate still holding tight, the short fleeting light.
I holy shit. I have no words. That song just still has me feeling chills down my spine. This is just man, if I play this game now, after all of this, my spine is still shivering. Should I go to wait? Is that normal? Should I go to the doctor? Wait, I can afford a doctor, so just tug it out. But like, man, wow, just wow, just holy shit. I don't know if he made that last montage or not, but regardless, this was awesome. Wait, this is video's 30 fucking minutes? Didn't feel like it at all. Damn, 30 minutes of a well edited video of a guy gushing about a cool game. Could you ask for more? I don't think you can. Man, this was just holy fuck. Like, I was already enjoying the whole art style that he was randomly showing. I didn't absorb all that much from like the whole gameplay part, aside from you're gonna get your ass kicked, which good. By the way, with this like the way I'm talking, you think, wow, he probably already played all the Souls games. I wish, bro. Fucking From Software can't give like a discount to save their lives. Like seriously, I've been wanting to play the Souls games, the Dark Souls stuff, ever since I was a kid. I never really had a PS, PlayStation. I fell on the Xbox side of things because it was cheaper. But like, yeah, holy shit, dude. I still have shivers. I'm gonna play the fuck out of this game, even if I like don't enjoy it all that much. At least for the story or for the music, I'm definitely gonna like download the OST. Where am I gonna buy it though? Maybe on Steam they have it. I'm gonna have to look it up anyway. What do people say when they react to videos and they really enjoyed? Amazing video, amazing channel. Then again, this guy has 6K subscribers. I have 0. It's not like I'm gonna pull anything towards his video. Or who knows? I mean, this was an experience. Holy shit. Definitely gonna stream the game and try and edit it a bit. This was just wonderful. Thanks for watching, and I'm still mesmerized. See ya.